Hi, I want to show you everything that you need in Photoshop to start your journey. With those information you'll learn about the tools and how to use them, but also how to move through Photoshop very smoothly. Let's start. Let's start with the first thing, which is making a new file. Here you have all the things that you need. There's a width and height and resolution. Do what you want, but keep it on 300. You can copy mine. It's 4K, and everything here stays the same. Let's create it. After creating your canvas, here we have a blank canvas. Obviously, I've made a new layer with this button layers. Let's tell you about the tools that we'll be using. There's a lot of them, but we'll use like a couple of them. The first tool that we'll use is a lasso tool. Let's actually do something. The lasso tool, which for me is on L button, it lets you select something and draw in it. Or in later I'll tell you about more stuff. Then we have a smart select tool, which is on W for me. It lets you select the object. It is very useful. You have a character or whatever, a layer with something, you just select it. There we have a crop tool. It lets you crop the canvas, useful. Then we have color picker, which is on Alt for me. I don't know for you. It lets you choose the color, whatever. Very useful. Stamp tool, I don't use it. I don't use it. Eraser for E, it lets you erase things, right? Eraser tool, very useful on E button. Then we have a gradient tool. I don't use it. Next we have smudge tool, which for me is on Q. Very useful. It is kind of laggy, I don't know why. This is my blend brush. Very useful. Now we have burn. I don't use it, and I don't use those. What I use here is hand, which lets you actually move through your canvas. And then also there is another very useful tool, which is zoom, which lets you zoom in and zoom out. Very useful. What you actually need is a brush, an eraser, and that's it. Obviously the zoom and the hand, not this hand, which is on H. That's it. Let's go to the next thing, which is brushes. Everything with brushes. If you press B, you have a brush. What you actually need is you have a lot of brushes, but what you need is this simple round brush, useful, very good, and soft brush. That's all you need. Obviously I'll give you my brushes in the description. I use this one. It's very nice. But with brushes, with brushes you have, there we have a brush, there's eraser, and there's a smudge tool, the blend tool that I meant. Let's go to the settings. You can customize your brushes, which is very useful. There's a lot of settings, but for my brush, you see these settings. It is basically a circle. I have shape dynamics turned on, transfer and smoothing. I think that's the same for my eraser. Let's go to settings. No, there is no shape dynamics, but there is transfer and smoothing. Pretty easy, which are very nice. But also there's a smudge tool, so let's show you the settings that I use for it. Here we go. There's scattering and smoothing. That's everything. And here you have your done. But also I have a strength on 2. It's still really strong, but it's nice. Okay, let's talk about layers. To make a new layer, you have to press the eye icon or press the Ctrl-Shift-N to make a layer. Okay, layers are very useful. So to show or hide it, you press the eye icon. Then here you have opacity, which lets you, control the level of it to make something more transparent or less or none. Okay, and then I'll show you something useful, which is, okay, now I'll show you how to make a clipping mask. All you need is a layer of something, let's say, okay, we want to make a clipping mask for that. So yeah, we make a new layer, press the Alt button and hover above the layer that we want to make a clipping mask for. Press it and boom. Okay, what it does, it lets you draw only on your clipping mask. It makes a mask basically. So you can only draw on this, which is what we want. So yeah, and now with that, I pick this. So then the last things in layer is the blend modes, which are these. There's a lot of them. So yeah, there's multiply, which adds your color, it multiplies the color. It's very useful for making shadows. Obviously you have to make it a little bit darker, and then with a blend tool you see there's a shadow or something. Yeah, nice. Also you have there is hard light. I basically use the three: hard light, multiply and normal. Sometimes I use overlay, but try for yourself whatever one does. So yeah, those were layers. Now, okay, and now I want to show you some helpful tools. So yeah, let's clear this. Okay, so here if you go to filters and go to liquify tool, this is actually the best tool in the Photoshop. It lets you transform, move or adjust your things, your drawing or whatever you do. Here you see, obviously, I use only this, and you see it lets you transform everything, liquify it. You can make it bigger or whatever. Yeah, very nice. Here you have preview. Okay, next thing is actually the transform. For me it is Ctrl-T. Here these things pop out, and here you have all the controls that lets you transform it. Either you can scale it, you can rotate it, you can warp it with this. It is very nice. But with that, there's a tool that we used in the beginning, which is lasso tool, and if we select something and press Ctrl-T, here you have it. It also lets you do everything, whatever. Yeah, very useful, very nice. And now to the shortcuts, which first one is the flip canvas, which for me is on F4. It lets you flip the canvas. It's very useful. I talked about it in other video, so yeah, go check it out. Okay, so the next one is F2, which for me fills the area that I have selected. Maybe it is full canvas, maybe not. If I select like something like that and press F2, it fills one. Here you have. Nice. Now, how to do that? Okay, you have to, because those are not in the Photoshop. You have to do it manually, the shortcuts. So yeah, okay, I'll show you how to make your own flip canvas button and fill tool. So yeah, you go to actions, you press this button, and then you press add the plus icon. Let's name it flip canvas. Okay, set, you leave it on default. Function key, you set to whatever you want. Let's say F10. Okay, record, and now you go to the thing that you want to record. So yeah, let's say image rotation, flip canvas horizontal, and it does what we made it to do. So yeah, then you press pause, and here you have it. If you press F10, it flips the canvas. So now, okay, so now let's make a fill tool. So we do the same thing, we add action, let's call it fill, and whatever. Now function key, we make it F11, okay, record, go to the edit, fill, okay, and there we have the fill. So yeah, we press pause, okay, we clear this, we select something, and then press F11, boom, we have it. The last thing is actually settings that I want you to turn off. It is in general, in preferences, you press tools and you uncheck the enable flick panning and animated zoom. It is very annoying, it's unnecessary, so yeah, I want you to turn it off. So yeah, basically that's it for this video. I hope you learned something. Those are very basic stuff, you know, the shortcuts, the useful tools, the liquify tool, the layers. But yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. Bye.